All right, so you're ready to record your first podcast. Do you have a microphone? Who's going to distribute for you? Do you have a studio? What about the editing? All right, everyone relax because I think I have the answer. Anchor app. Yeah, Anchor. It's free. They distribute Spotify, Apple, many more. There's creation tools that allow you to edit and create your podcast from your phone, your laptop, or your personal computer. And the best thing of all, girl, you can make money no matter how many listeners you have. So the answer is simple. Get Anchor. Anchor FM app. Go find it now. Tell them a seat at the table sent you. All right, folks, here we are back again together. Yeah. Woo! Welcome to an all new episode of A Seat at the Table podcast. Yeah. All right, you guys, there is so much shit for us to get into. This is our last episode of 2019. So thank you guys for rocking out with me all year. This is going to be an extra extended episode because so much bullshit happened this week. You can find us on Instagram, A Seat at the Table Pod, all one word. You can find me on Twitter at Galanda Adams. That's GAILANDOADAMS. Also all one word. That's the handle. Let's see, what else do we have to get into? So listen, all right, if you have not listened to this show before and this is your first time, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the ride. A Seat at the Table is a podcast where your opinion matters, your thoughts matter. We are on a mindful journey together, so we're here to talk about everything: sex, politics, mental and emotional wellness. Everything happens here. So welcome and thank you for listening. And if this is not your first time listening, how you doing? Okay. Yes, I love your hair. It looks so beautiful today. Oh, what are you cooking for Sunday dinner? Huh? A little arroz con pollo, say? Yes. All right, papi. I love it. All right. So what else can we get into right now? You guys, how's your week been? Because you know we always love a good check-in. So how has your week been? Mine has been a little bit cray. I'm telling you, this week I've had a lot of emotional ups and downs. First of all, for all of you who have been coming with me on this professional journey that I do, like this, the professional journey just to get us to pay the bills until we start getting bigger and better gigs. All of us are working towards that. So I go on a follow-up interview this week, right? It's 10 o'clock in the morning is when the interview is scheduled for. Now, I like to show up early for interviews. If anything, I say 10 to 15 minutes early. So for a 10 o'clock interview, I say 9:45 is a great time to get there. So I get there. I'm waiting some more. 10 minutes pass by, 20 minutes pass by, 30 minutes pass by, nothing. Not a call, not a SOS, not a text message, not an email of tardiness to the party. 45 minutes of me waiting. I am, at this point, utterly concerned because I'm like, did I get the day wrong? Did I get the time wrong? So one of the people that works at the place that I went to interview for, they let me know, hey, yeah, I spoke to the person who's going to be interviewing you, and she told me that she's going to be 20 minutes behind. Or at least he had spoken to her 20 minutes ago, and she had told him that she was slightly behind. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, 20 minutes, that'll put her here at about 10:15. Yeah. No. It is a smooth 10:50 when she walks in. And she walks in with her personal belongings in a, what we as Jamaicans would call a scandal bag, or a plastic bag for those of you who are not Jamaican. A clear plastic bag with her personal belongings in it. She comes flying in like Gone with the Wind unfabulous, okay? And I am, at this point, annoyed and also perturbed because I'm thinking to myself, if this is the precedent that is being set during the interview process, mind you, this interview process has been going on since October. But if this is the precedent that is being set for the interview process, do I want to be a part of this company? So I figure I'm already here. Let me just entertain it for shits and giggles. So she says to me, oh, well, were we on for 10:30? And I'm like, no, we were on for 10 o'clock. And she's like, oh my God, just like me. All right, well, let's go on. Let's go ahead and get this interview cracking. Mind you, she was a woman of color. And that also rubbed me the wrong way because I get it. It doesn't matter what race you are or anything like that. If you're going to be late, you're going to be late. But in my mind, I just thought to myself, if you're going to be late, why wouldn't you reach out to me and say, hey, I know we have an appointment at a particular time. However, I'm running behind time due to unforeseen circumstances. That wasn't done. Well, she was at least delightful in the interview. Nonetheless, I don't know. I just left there feeling really disgusted by the whole thing. Has this ever happened to you guys where you've gone on an interview and you just thought to yourself, like, you know what? This is definitely not the place for me. 1000%. Because if this is kind of the professionalism that we're showing, I'm not into it. But, let's sigh. Another day, another interview. And I had about 3 of them this week. So needless to say, my head is spinning. You guys, can we talk about this dry season that I am currently experiencing? I went from having a feast of men at a table where I could basically call at least 2 niggas, if for nothing else, to see, tickle my pickle, if you will. We are at the place right now where I have no one to call, not even Tyrone, honey. I am full on out of options. And you know what? I gotta tell you, nothing about me seems to care at all. I don't know. Have you ever had that feeling where you just feel like I'm not into anyone right now? I'm not really into getting my pickle tickled. I'm not really into anything. I don't want anyone touching me. I really don't want anyone calling me. I'm just not into it. I don't know what to attribute this to, other than the fact that I'm just sick and tired of niggas, period. Okay? So, I'm taking a smoke break. No, and not the kind that means like I'm taking 15 minutes to smoke. Meaning like I am detoxing. I have not smoked in a few days. And I am, for the remainder of 2019, I am taking a smoke break. Which means that I'm snacking more than usual. So, don't judge me. Judge your mother. But the reason why is, aside from me being out here walking the whole stroll on the job front, I also feel like anything done with too much frequency then becomes a habit. And a habit is something that, good, bad, or indifferent, has the ability to control your being. And so I'm not swearing off smoking, but I'm definitely taking a break, detoxing, if you will, for a little bit. Because I feel like I am losing also the oomph behind it. Like, it takes a lot more for me to, hold the meds and get that smooth vibration that you get when you smoke. A little brownies for my brownies, if you will. yeah, I just feel like, you know what? I want to chill. What say you? Are you guys just gonna, I mean, I'm sure you're gonna dead me and just do whatever you got to do, you know, and I'm not saying that what I'm doing is for everyone. I'm just saying that I am a person who does not like to feel controlled in any aspect by anything. So once I get that feeling that I am being controlled by something, meaning like, okay, so without this substance, I feel like I could tweak a little bit. Like I need a blunt to calm down, or I need a blunt to like relax, or even, I mean, I found myself needing a blunt to just eat. Like I just didn't have what do you call it, guys? I don't know. I wasn't hungry. You know, I didn't have the fever for the flavor of a Pringle, if you will. And I just felt like I need a blunt to like, you know, get my mojo up. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I'm being controlled by any one particular thing. So therefore, your girl's taking a time out. Did any of you watch Saturday Night Live last night? It was the mid-season finale hosted by the one and only incomparable Eddie Murphy. And the musical guest was Lizzo, who has had a lot of chat about in the media lately. But the show was actually really good. I actually fell asleep before it came on and woke up right in the middle of it. I saw that he brought out Tracy Morgan and Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock to don the stage with him during his opening monologue, which I thought was really dope. And this was Eddie Murphy's first time back to the show in 30 years, reprising some of his most famous roles on the show, including Gumby, as amongst a couple of other notable characters that he's played on the show. I thought Lizzo gave an okay performance. Yeah, like it was okay. It was okay. You know, I've seen her give better performances. I think that I didn't really like, you know what? I'm so sick of the Gucci monogram, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the Gucci monogram. Like, I just think that, like, now don't get me wrong. If someone buys me a Gucci monogram something, I'm gonna wear that bitch, okay? But I'm also in the same vein feeling like, God, I don't know. I just hate that is what is being associated with urban style, is Gucci monogramming. Because in my mind, I just feel like it really speaks to the idea that in order for something to be considered urban luxe, it has to be something that tells the world, hey, look at what I'm wearing, therefore see value in me. I just felt like I actually loved what she was wearing for the show ending finale, where the cast comes on and just says goodbye and thank you for watching and blah, blah, blah. I really loved what she was wearing then, but I did not love her performance outfit. Outside of that, what is going on with you? Are you guys done Christmas shopping? Luckily for me, I don't really have a lot of kids in my family. And the baby, she's getting stuff all the time. So we don't actually even need a Christmas celebration for her, although she will be getting some gifts. But she's one and still figuring out things on her own, so it's not that important to her as of yet. But from what I'm hearing from the Retail Federation of the world, is that the numbers are down, so to speak, in terms of people going into brick and mortar to shop in the retail stores. Now, you do have some stores like Kohl's who are actually open for 24 hours. Yes, Kohl's is doing 24-hour worth of opening, which is actually really wild in my mind, because